Uh-huh. Sally Alona rated 241. Farming Demon rated 410. Oh no, I know who this is, right? And L Scout rated 578. I only have a minute to decide here. Seat 1. What the heck? What? Ah! Ah, gosh. If I didn't know Forest Reviewer's stats, I don't think I would have picked it. Oh my god. Forest Inn also in this game? I was a little off on Forest Reviewer because Forest Owner was in. But I think not picking Childless is fine, given the amount of grain in this pack and the extra veggies and Sheepwalker and Small Greenhouse. And I guess Potter's Market too. I don't even know what I want to wheel. I can't not pick Trellis. I'm still talking about the first pack. I don't know what to wheel or what I want to wheel. But there's a lot of sauce this game. I could go Retail Dealer, could go Scythe Worker. I don't think I'm going to pick Storehouse Keeper with Retail Dealer available. I do believe Retail Dealer's better. Scythe is pretty big house friendly. And maybe I'm not taking Reedstone too much. Not really sure about this pick, Aqu-wise. Minor-wise, I'm fine. Yeah, I don't think Wheel Storehouse was ever happening here. Take the whole pack, take everything, take all. Yes, indeed. And hello, Smoo and Midi. Yeah, taking all would have been fun. That would have been real fun. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I see. It's a good Sheepwalker game. Stonecart looks pretty good here, I will say. As does Pattern Maker. With Forest Inn and Forest Owner in this game, I might need to prioritize Pattern Maker over hoping Sheepwalker comes back / blocking Sheepwalker. Yeah, a Greengrocer doesn't really do anything if Sheepwalker doesn't come around. And Pattern Maker always does things with a lot of wood. So then, do I actually take Stonecart, or do I take Tasting? Which is kind of a legit option here, with the Aqu quality and amount of grain I've now seen, if I take Pattern Maker. Also, if I wheel Task Artisan, because I'm not wheeling Childless, but Furniture Maker, Task Artisan, Sheepwalker could come back, because of how crazy that pack was. Alright, I think Tasting Pattern Maker is probably the safest pick here. Stonecart can get kind of underwhelming. BM Wife? with Forest Reviewer. Yes. Thank you. Not taking Stonecart, also looking pretty good if I get an excursion to the quarry. I don't need a Bucksaw because Pattern Maker is Bucksaw but more often. Okay, yep, this works. Now ship me Half Timbered and something. If I get Forest Owner versus Furniture Maker, am I taking Forest Owner ahead of Sheepwalker? Probably? Ugh. There's a lot going on here. But yeah, overall, Forest Reviewer, Parlor, I think makes a lot of sense. Along, especially with the wheels in that pack, were more geared to Big House, I thought. But yeah, it was not an easy pick. Obviously, Rustic does nothing for me, but Riparian could be vaguely interesting. Having Basket Maker's Wife is really nice. It takes pressure off needing BMW, along with needing to spend an early stone on Carpenter's Parlor. Okay, so Childless, Sheepwalker, and Task Artisan got taken. Very reasonable. And now I have this very interesting Furniture Maker versus Forest Owner decision. Earthenware Potter is too slow. Shifting Cultivation looks really good. I think it's Furniture Maker. But you can hear how I'm not that excited about it. Forest Owner adds more wood to the game total, but Furniture Maker is something I control. Forest Owner still could get played. If someone goes for Straw Thatched Roof, that's better for me. Still. I can't justify it myself. Forest Inn came back, as did Small Greenhouse. Stablehand doesn't have a Stock Protector friend this game. On the other hand, I'm never taking Catcher or Small Animal Breeder, so I am still taking Stablehand. This Miner is very interesting. Because Carpenter's Parlor before Grow Q, Tasting in Grow Q. I guess I could maybe fit Small Greenhouse, but I think I'd rather play Forest Inn. This does look like a good time to run Forest Inn. And I'm not usually a fan, but the read on Forest Inn should not be a big problem early. Strata. I did think about that, CW. I did. How? What? This should not be coming back. I don't care who has Sheepwalker, but they should be taking this. Also, I'm never playing Sheep Whisperer. But am I ever playing Greengrocer? This does work with Tasting. I didn't take Greenhouse, so if I ever have 2 extra sheep, I don't know, is this... Well, I'm never playing Sheep Whisperer. I know that much. And... Market Stall's probably better here, now that I have Excursion. As predicted, the Resource Market Ox didn't come around. Yeah, I think now I have too many, excuse me, early miners. Alright, we get early sheep again. Yeah, this game's just gonna be wild, I think. And I don't know what I can do about it. Assuming Sally has Childless... And I am gonna hold off on the Reedstone action that I need. At least a little bit, to make sure I get a read this round. I expect this to be 3 wood. Yeah, okay. So Childless went there. Sheepwalker and Task Artisan are with Elf Scout and Farming Demon in some order. I assume Elf Scout has Task Artisan and Farming Demon has Sheepwalker. But not necessarily true when Sheepwalker doesn't take Greengrocer. It's all a little interesting. Furniture Maker is my next dock. Clay Puncher. Okay. That's a good 2 clay action. Sally gonna play it safe instead of starting. Alright, let's see what Elf Scout does here. 2 clay or plow or start, all viable. Going with plow and start. So 4 clay is going to be on the board, but not 1 read, or not 2 read. So Farming Demon still has good actions, 5 of them. And I shouldn't expect to get 2 good actions this round. I want Reedstone. If I don't get Reedstone, I'll play an Ock, but I do get Reedstone, which is nice. Farming Demon playing Forest Laycut, very reasonable with Clay Puncher. Yeah, I need 1 Reedstone. And I don't mind my second action being 2 wood, 1 reed to proc Forest Reviewer again. This is going to be 3 wood again for Sally, I have to assume. Meaning Elf Scout could get free Task Artisan, possibly. And Farming Demon will get expensive Ock if they want it. Though I'm kind of hoping they don't want it. I'd be a little surprised if this isn't Task Artisan. But there are other early Ocks that I saw and or didn't see. Like Retail Dealer or Storehouse Keeper. That would make a lot of sense here for Elf Scout. Though if they were going to play one of those, I probably would have played it last round instead of taking Reedstone directly. But it's very reasonable not to as well. It is Task Artisan in the end. And we'll see what it plays. Good old Asparagus Gift. Storehouse Keeper getting played over there. I will take 2 wood and get the Forest Reviewer read. I do need 1 clay grab before round 7 so that I can play Forest in. Did I say read? I meant clay. I meant to say clay. I think I said clay, but I'm not sure anymore. Elf Scout gonna start. Starting is not usually something you see Task Artisan player do, but they've got Mini Pasture, and they're going to steal the sheep, along with getting Asparagus Gift. Does it work with Overhaul? Probably. But this is neat. What am I drinking? Water. This is just my water bottle. So, Well, we know El Scout doesn't have Sheepwalker, because Farming Demon has Sheepwalker. Technically, Sally could have Sheepwalker, but if this isn't childless, I would be... I will end my stream. Let's see. Furniture maker, clay, start carpenter's parlor are the things I want to do right now. Not sure you've seen asparagus proc twice. I've seen it once or twice, but yeah, it's a bit of a rarity. Do I need to travel here? I might need to travel here. I have BM wife. What am I worried about? Bad manners wife, yeah. Well, Sally is gonna... Well, I will take Ak again. Unless I get to start for 6 wood. I'll scout with some interesting choices here. Yeah, Schmog, one of the players, the one with low reputation, got frustrated at the server not responding for 5 minutes, asked us to kick them out, and then when we didn't, they quit the game. So, that happened. Why bullying Sally so hard? It's not bullying, it's just taking an action I want that gets in the way. And... I guess I did take room parts with Furniture Maker. So, yeah, I guess upon reflection, neither of their moves were safe, and I just put them in a really tough spot. I honestly wasn't even paying attention to building a room. I might have just missed it. But yeah, as Kachi says, I just got them into a really tough seat in round 3. Alright, take care, Silver. Appreciate you being here. And we have more server issues, because of course we would. We're on server 10 now. If I start... Okay. Oh, this is getting really interesting. El Scout took clay. I just didn't realize I had room parts already, Sivir. I flat out didn't realize it. I could have just missed it if Sally oct first. I might have just missed the opportunity to build a room. Scullery, okay. It's very sensible. If I lessons, then Sally probably just takes wood, but might take food. We'll see. I mean, I don't have wood police on my mind here. Yeah, I know my room parts were from my Ock, but that's only something I realized in hindsight. Alright, I don't have many moves left to play Forest in. Alright, Sally does just go for food instead of wood. So I need clay, 2 improvements. Oh, wow. I guess I'm getting 6 wood. I don't need a food action. But this is... What am I even supposed to do right now? This sheep fight is very awkward for people. Also awkward for me. Am I doing the no parlor strat here because of tempo? No, that's crazy. Is it crazy? People are going offline again, so the servers are probably crashing. Yeah. Like, half of my friends list is going on and offline. Oh, well, Scout's just taking Grove. Not taking Grove. Making life a tiny bit harder for me. Farming Demon's gonna get the sheep. There's no way they didn't first action Fireplace to not take the sheep here. Right? Or is this game getting crazier than I thought? What? And am I legit taking clay here? L-Scout needs to take food or eat a raw veg. I'm so confused by everything happening. I can do this for now because L-Scout has room parts but not food. I do want one more read to be able to both feed, or to do all of feed, play Forest in, and build a room. Four wood, one read was not an option for me, because I'm treating putting Forest in into play as very important for my game. This looks like your Carpenter's Parlor games. I'm gonna be chill on playing Carpenter's Parlor. I think it could be a fallacy to try to make my first room out of wood here. Or maybe less of a fallacy and more just calling it a trap. Reedstone veg for L Scout. Or something else. I'm calling it veg because that's the opportunity cost of the food. I mean, Tactical Beggar, I guess, isn't out of the question for L Scout. Depending on a billion factors, approximately. There's just so much stuff happening. Four clay was probably not the action anyone expected me to take. With 4 wood, secure the reed, or reedstone, or build, all available. And L Scout is either in the tank or disconnected or both. And I could see good reasons for any of that. Server looks okay for now. Missed something? Why does the screen say important notice? Oh, because the servers are struggling. L Scout's gonna build. And eat that asparagus. So, Smoo, you maybe still haven't seen asparagus proc twice, unless you count the first proc as a food. Or we're seeing the beggar. We could just be seeing the beggar. Who freaking knows what's happening here? Wait. I'm just start building. I'm just start building. No one can stop me. Unless Sally stable blocks. And if Sally stable blocks, I think I'm still fine. L Scout is gonna turn the veg into food. And Sally's not gonna stable block. No way childless stable blocks. You know, I would usually think that as well, but no promises. They are the lowest rated player at the table. Weird stuff happens. We are early growth because Vincent has been very nice today. And yes, Forest Inn... Well, actually... This means I can play Parlor, right? Yeah. Why Teal built? Reasons. They're a very strong player. Hey, Zach, kind of quitter. I mean, the server has been struggling all day since I got on, so they quit because they couldn't make a move. This no longer looks like your Carpenter's Parlor games, yeah. Farming Demon saying nice first picks. Obviously lucky with early grow. You personally felt they quit because they wanted to quit? That's also possible. Their reputation is also terrible. So I red thumbed them for reasons not exactly about this game that they quit. L Scout does end up with the sheep stack. Yeah, Sally's second pick Childless looking a lot worse here. Especially given the rough tactics I put them through. Alright, I could build stables here, but that seems like a bad idea for a lot of reasons, so I won't. And I get to grow with Forest in. This is gonna get really good for me, I think. Farming Demon taking grain. They almost took clay. No spatial restrictions on my farm as far as I can tell. Sally grew with a greenhouse, which is reasonable enough, given that Childless only procced once. Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have been able to do everything that I did. Feels a little unfair. But I guess I'm okay with that. I might be using the food option on Forest Inn once. For now. I mean, I guess that looks most reasonable. Yes! More wood! I can definitely use the food option now. One thing you don't like about the new cards is that there are so many things that require you to not use default farm layout. I think that's great, personally, but I can understand... Whoa, that's not what I wanted to click. I can understand it being frustrating at first, but I think it's a good way of adding variety. L Scout gets their second Task Artisan proc here. We have late Reno, which it's possible Farming Demon was not hoping for. L Scout gonna eat a sheep to play Blueprint. Wait, Farming Demon definitely didn't care about renovation. Why did I even say anything? Alright, we have wood this game. Now you can bluff cards really easily with farm layout? Yes. And maybe this gives some insight into why I seem to always talk about farm layout things more than most people might think about them. It might be because I have so much history playing cards that make me care about it. Very easy to bluff lumber pile, yeah. Okay, so Reed is going to be a little harder to get because Grove and Forest are going to proc a little less. Though early grow means they still might proc a good amount. Can't bluff lumber pile when playing green? Also true. Well, Forest Laycut also being a pal here. For tempo reasons, I'm going to take... 2 Reed is also great for tempo reasons, but Forest Inn for the food looks really good too. I can do that next round, surely. I should take the Reed. Give me reed. My game should be very good here. I just need to not get screwed on food, which not taking Forest in is a bit of a risk, though. Backup plan is just to munch on these reed, which I don't want to do. I do not want to be doing that right now. I don't have a food river like I did last game. I need to be jamming Forest in a good amount, I think. Farming Demon needs to start in order to build. And they do have food right now. Sally is declaring oven parts, or has declared oven parts. We'll see if they do that or just go for a hearth. I guess both are quite reasonable. Getting a food right now is nice. Though adding wood to the game immediately, I guess I'm out of control of that at this point with both Forest In and Forest Owner. Farming Demon doesn't need to start to build because they can build right now. But if they don't, or if they do build right now, they're letting me be the next builder, so they would still need to start next round. But I guess I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna take Reedstone, Forest In, build, is my plan. Yeah. That looks fine. Sally taking start is not ideal, though. What are you starting for? My plans finally got disrupted. Fair enough. My game has been maybe a little too straightforward, easy at this point. Fishing for 6. At the cost of some room parts, though. Joinery. Very reasonable joinery. Extremely reasonable joinery. I am behind on stone. Which is not surprising. Farming Demon's just gonna start now. Fair enough. And play the mini pasture. More wood into the game, yes. Let's do it. Mini pasture is gonna die in my hand, I would think. Next round, if I can get 3 stone, I'll take it. Major for Sally. Hawk Tower. First pick Hawk Tower. The Driftnet boat fits in a lot more easily with that. Okay. Unfortunately, El Scout is visiting Forest In. So I assume Farming Demon prefers 2 sheep to traveling. I would have small issues if Farming Demon travels here. Nothing I can't figure out, but it gets a tiny bit awkward. No, this looks actually quite fine. I was going to take 3 stone over 6 wood, So now I take it over 4 wood. Me with, or only Sally in between my 2 actions. 4 food, not an amazing action, but wood to 7 food was my preference, so this isn't that much worse. Hello, Hero Fold. Yeah, I'm not playing with the newest set of cards right now, but I am playing with a set that has about 500. And I just feel like building 2 rooms here. I'm not going to build stables because I want to reserve my wood to keep taking forest in and playing Pattern Maker and using Pattern Maker, stuff like that. Yeah, so getting 3 stone here is pretty big. And playing Pattern Maker could be a good second action. I'm hoping I don't need to start to grow next round. But I might still have to. Trellis is a tiny bit sad about veg flipping before boar, but this is not a huge deal. We have Potter's Market coming out as a possible veg source, but also a possible turn 2 wood into a point source in a game where there is quite a lot of wood. Five clay for Sally, not too surprising given they want to run out twice in the next 4 rounds. El Scout could easily take Reed here, but clay is not bad for them. Two Reed, 4 clay is what I would expect them to be between here. Though 3 sheep and Doc both seem reasonable as well, depending on anything else that they might have in their hand. Got a few more people in my friends list going on and offline right now. But yeah, there's some hiccups, but nothing too bad looking. El Scout does take the Reed. Yeah, lots of stuff I want to do here. The well isn't immediately pressured, and I can still get 5 food from it by playing it next round, so I think that's what I'm going to look to do. I don't need to play Pattern Maker immediately. So this is 4 wood or well. I think 4 wood actually is a read worse for me in the long run, because I think next round if I just let these be 6 and 6, that's probably best. So I'll play Pattern Maker now. A wood is better than a food. I have Furniture Maker. I should use Furniture Maker. Sally does take Reedstone. If El Scout builds, then I start with tasting. If El Scout starts, I just say go ahead. And that's why Firewood Collector is better than Cultivator, indeed. For anyone who doesn't know, that is a C.W. Gordon meme. Yeah, so if El Scout goes for the start build, I think I just take Forest in for some food. I can't do the maximum food option. I still might want to do the middle option, which is sad. But I can't if I get if Pattern Maker happens. Well, no, I go before Pattern Maker happens. So that's good. I guess I still take more wood now so I can use it for the big food action next. Yeah. So I go 3 wood, 2 food on Forest in this round. I get to 11. Okay, sure. Go ahead. I will get more set up this way. Honestly, I still might take Forest in. Well, no, tasting is good to have down here too. I'm in the nice spot where a lot of things are good. Until right now, I didn't realize that Trellis Stablehand is a combo. I have fewer brain cells than y'all might think. Don't overestimate me. I didn't realize I was taking room parts with Playing Furniture Maker, Basket Maker's Wife. I didn't realize that Stablehand Trellis is a combo until round 8. But I guess I can just give a lot of credit to my whatever instincts I've developed as ones that will generally put me in good positions more often. Yeah, I think this is Reno Oven for Sally. Though it could be Reno Hearth. Reno Hearth actually makes more sense. Yeah, it's going to be Reno Hearth, because they want to just take 1 Reedstone to be able to Reno to stone. Yeah, this all looks good. I have no complaints, basically, except for the server. The server, which might cancel out a second game today. Because I honestly don't have much confidence. We're just kind of praying that it doesn't falter too badly here. Sally does end up Renoing. I will pattern make. I have planned for this. They will take the Hearth. Everything seems to be in the order I'm expecting for now. El Scout didn't go for the start build, which is fine. They are a little hungry. They took the 4 clay, which I thought they might even do first action so that they can pottery with their blueprint. I don't think it's going to be a good pottery this game. The joinery should be pretty good. BMW probably isn't very good because I'm just taking some Reed out of the game to use as food. So this coming round, what do I want to do? I want to take Forest in for food. I want to grow with Tasting or Trellis. And I want to build the well. None of those actions are 6 wood. But if L-Scout starts with pottery, then it goes 6 wood, and I'm still fine. Yeah, it's a weird round incoming here. But Forest In needs to be my first action. Oh, L-Scout's gonna build? It's a little gross. Also, Mini Pasture maybe is still alive because of Stable Hand. Yeah, okay, so I'll grow Trellis. I'll try to get Forest in second action. And if not, I'll be sad. But there's no way I don't get Forest Reviewer this round for 2 food. And I think I still get the well. And I do have emergency clay oven out. But I do think my game is looking incredibly good here, even if I have to do things slightly suboptimally. L-Scout starts so they can grow next round, sure. I will still have an empty room. They do take the pottery, yeah. Makes sense. Farming Demon can get another 5 wood here. I don't expect them to take Forest in. But that is actually what happens, interestingly enough. Taking the middle option. Interesting. This is all very interesting. It feels like a good time to take 5 wood. But it does rely on Sally Alona renovating this round, when they probably would rather plow and sow. Especially if I take 5 wood. So I can take 5 wood and then play the oven or take Reedstone if it's available. Raw eating the grain would be a little disastrous. Min-maxing 1 food on the well, I probably don't need to worry too much about. And I don't think Major itself is contested here, so let's see what happens. I'll take the wood. I think Sally's gonna plow and sow. But this is better for me. By quite a bit. Clay oven's not a great move because of how many clay I will need. With pottery already being built and 3 of us still in wood, that's a lot of wood rooms to renovate. The clay stacks are not high right now. I did make a greedy move. El Scout is fed on wood clay sheep. And we'll take the plow here. Let's see what Farming Demon does. I think I'm least clear on what they've been up to. Taking Forest in ahead of 5 wood. They took the get 1 wood and 3 food action on Forest Inn. They had to pay me 1, so they only netted a wood and 3 food ahead of 5 wood when they had sheep already. They do have Sheep Walker, which they are now revealing. Putting a little Reno pressure on as well. So the food does earn them a sheep, or the walked sheep. That does mean the well is at risk. It means that less now that a veggie has been converted. I'm going to play it safe and take the well here, and if Sally doesn't renovate, I eat the raw grain, because I don't see how I can really justify spending 3 clay. Please renovate. A veg and a food is the move instead. So I get punished a little, but I mean, I really didn't see Farming Demon taking Forest in for what they did. Overall, my moves are okay. Losing the grain, not great. And I'm briefly considering a Tactical Beggar here instead of raw eating the grain. Because I am going to need 9 food this harvest. And it's not immediately clear to me where those are all coming from. Unless I Forest in twice. I still want to play all my Ox, which means tasting is probably still fine instead of Clay Oven. Yeah, it just makes things a little awkward, but I think I'm still okay. I just need to super prioritize Forest Inn, which isn't that hard on this board, I don't think. Playing Trellis, or using Trellis for the 2 pigs is pretty good right now, though, so let's see if the pigs get taken by either Farming Demon or El Scout. And I'm not sure how many I want to fence, either. Probably small to still use the big Forest Inn move. Missing a stable hand proc, I'm gonna live with. El Scout does grow with nothing. They do have Task Artisan coming in next round. 4 clay seems relatively important on this board for both me and L Scout. Farming Demon is fencing here. Sheep are equivalent to boar for them with Sheepwalker. Yeah, I don't see how I don't Trellis here, though. And I think the right space to Trellis, well, one of the correct options is this one. It keeps the 8 space, 7 space, and 6 space all open. There's probably another space or two that do that, but this is the one I identified first. I guess this is the other one. Alright, Pattern Maker here is a little annoying because it turns off the big Forest Owner, or Forest in space, but Farming Demon is threatening Reno, and taking it here is probably, or it is the safest option. Clay Deposit. That's an interesting way to spend 2 food. L Scout needs to eat a sheep before taking Forest in. My camera's stuck, so it is. There we go. This is funny. Being a little hungry, and so people are not letting me Forest in for maximum. That is pretty interesting. What's this about? Why are you taking a single cow? That is mysterious. How mysterious is it? Was there Milking Parlor in this draft? I think. I should just take the 4 clay. So it doesn't become a choke point for me later. I have 2 more actions to take wood or reed or something else. I can start with tasting now, because I do have more miners I'm happy to play. 1 more clay would have let me build Clay Oven, but this is enough for Reno and Stone Oven. That's... doesn't sound amazing. Sally will plow now and be able to sow. If Forest gets taken, then Grove is a good action for me. But I think I'm going to take Reedstone. Retail Dealer coming in real late here. L Scout's going to have 4 rounds to hit Retail Dealer 3 times. With Storehouse Keeper right behind them. Yeah, I think a stone and a food is better than 2 food. So I'll be taking Resource Market ahead of 2 Reed Bank. Just me and Sally. Yeah, this is fine. I don't mind going 3rd next round, I don't think. Yeah, Sally wouldn't take 2 wood when they can take 4. But this is 2 wood, 2 food, which is more than that, actually, given the Forest in unlocking that it does. Alright, so premium actions this round. 3 stone, not as much for me, because Excursion to the Quarry looks fine. Forest Inn is probably my first action if I can swing it. Wheel Plow coming out. Needed the second dock. Wheel Plow is so good. I think Mole Plow is still in Sally's hand. Maybe. Or Farming Demon has it. Farming Demon having Mole Plow makes sense with all their stuff. Ideally, I can grow with Tasting and Ock. Last action. I'd also like to Reno and take Forest Inn or 3 Reed. I think that's my ideal round. I'm very much hoping I end with 6 Pattern Makers, because this is definitely a game where that could happen. Let's see what L-Scout gets up to here, with 3 sheep on the board, and being a little hungry. Probably wants to wait for 4 clay next round to renovate with. So I'm going to predict L-Scout takes Sheep Market or Resource Market. I don't think they're going to take 3 stone first. Wow. I mean, in the end, all these Forest Inns give me 1 food without taking an action, and that's not terrible replacement value. It is also, in a way, their way of playing for a win, because my position is very good in a lot of aspects. Let's see. Fireplace. Both fireplaces are still out. I'm hoping the cheap one gets returned right now. Which is possible if Farming Demon renovates, but they would probably rather do something like start Mole Plow here, is my guess. It's probably between that and 3 sheep for them. That's probably what they're dealing with. I am still yet to decide how many fields I want this game. I do have Shifting Cultivation in my hand, which is very helpful for going from 0 to 2 on a round 13 start player for Cultivation. But something I've been reminded of recently in recent games is that if I want to tunnel in on round 13 start for Cultivation round 14, I gotta have my Renos done. Also, there's only 5 Renos left in the game, and 6 desired by the table, so I guess that's an issue. It is going to be start for Farming Demon. With the Mole Plow. Alright, that was... I'll pat myself on the back a little for that one. For figuring that one out. 3 Reed. How important is it here? I think it's a little too... Maybe I'll be able to float it. I would take Reedstone instead because that lets me Reno with Stone Oven. And spending stone is good when I have 5 hidden with Excursion. Yeah, stone and 3 food is fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Sally does get 3 sheep here. I suppose if I thought I could get 3 Reed and 3 Stone, that would have been a better combo of moves to take. But I am a little action constrained this round, as described. Farming Demon's gonna get a Plow here. And maybe take a Cow next. Also, maybe throw Potter's Market down. We'll see. I'm not sure what their last action is at all. No, they don't need Potter's Market for stuff. Never mind, they have sheep. Okay. What do I want? I want Reno. I want Grow. And I think I try to wheel 3 Reed last. Or right before Grow. I'm gonna Reno now. And I will bake the grain. Whoa! Hello! Losapalooza, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome the massive party of 30. How are you all doing? My name's Lumen. I play Agricola 4 times a week. And if you have questions about what I'm doing, feel free to ask. I'm rated pretty high, so happy to share my love of the game and explain why I'm choosing to do all the moves that I'm doing. So thanks again, Luza. What were you all streaming today? Sally takes the sow. Not that Farming Demon was necessarily interested in it. El Scout's gonna fence now. Sivir with the big Kappa. Yes, hello Luza, welcome. Unfortunately, I think I missed you while we were both in Vegas. I didn't make a big deal that I was going, so that's probably my fault. But I'm sad I didn't run into you. If that's Dave. If it's Ilka, then I don't know if you were there. Yeah, I played Mars, Arc Nova, Seven Wonders, and Patchwork. I made semifinals in Mars and round of 6 in Patchwork, but I didn't get farther than that. You did none of them, okay. Yeah, thanks, but, you know, in the end, I won as much money as you did. Oh, okay, you made one round too. That's still, like, it's hard to win any of those games, so that's, like, pretty solid as well. You love the vibe? Awesome. Yeah, it wasn't my total favorite. I still think WBC is better, but it was a nice overall experience, and I got to meet a lot of good people. I'm behind on I did vlogs for my 4 days in Vegas. Well, 3 of them. I still haven't made the little vlog for my Patchwork day on YouTube. They should add Agricola. So, one of the things I don't like about the Vegas event is that they're not transparent about anything, right? They're really opaque about who's running the stuff, who's behind the scenes. As a result, they get rumors, right? Because some people think they hear internal stuff, and rumors start to spread inevitably because things are too opaque. The rumor I heard is that the person in charge of game selection in Vegas completely hates Agricola and has said that they will never add Agricola into their event. That's the rumor I heard. Isn't that kind of wild? There are lots of reasons to maybe not add Agricola, but to be that against it, I think is kind of wild. And yeah, because it's a rumor, like, I don't know what their reasons are. To be clear, I think the biggest reason to say I don't want to add Agricola is because the rules overhead can be a little difficult. But yeah. being open about their game selection, I think, would be important. Yeah, exactly. Alright, I'm getting Grow here, and I'm not actually sure which miner I'm playing. All 4 of these have some merit. And I'm actually thinking I should be taking the stone here. Passing this one doesn't hurt. The person I pass this card to doesn't really need this. And it helps with the renovation issue, and tasting doesn't. Yeah, I think this is my best minor improvement here. Oh yeah, for sure, Luza. Take care. Thanks so much for the raid and stopping by. And to everyone else, shout out to Luza. Almost forgot. They are a fellow board game streamer. I recommend you follow them. Let's see, what else is available here in the majors? BMW is still available, funny enough. Farming Demons first. They're gonna take the round 12 space no matter what it is. I think my first move is gonna be Forest Inn. I have now been made paranoid enough about losing my food action. Excursion does put a lot of pressure on the table, yeah. And I was planning on playing Tasting, of course, but it does reduce the amount of wood in my supply at the current moment, and I spent my grain for 4 food in this way instead, so I don't actually need the conversion effect here. Which means I think I'm saying goodbye to Tasting unless I need 2 wood to a point at the very end of the game. I'm hoping El Scout has some struggles for prioritizing a move that gets in my way. Maybe a little more than they should have, because they had 3 sheep available but chose to do other stuff. But I can't say for sure. They could have very good reasons for doing it this way. It is cultivation, which benefits me. Big room. We got big room. So let's see. Can I go Forest Inn, Stable Hand? Does that work ever? I don't think I ever get the pigs. Ooh, and here's the part where having that first game quit on kind of hurts. I think I saw a Grange in one of my first packs today, and I want to say it was the game that got quit on. But Farming Demons game looks a little grangey. We got the fields there, indicating there's no overhaul. At least that's what it indicates to me. Or they're just very confident they're getting 6 fields. They turn 2 sheep into 2 veg. Alright, if I can get that action one more time, I should be pretty good on food for the rest of the game. I have 2 incoming from the well. I have 4 free read. So actually I'm already pretty close to fed for the rest of the game, though I do need to play some ox, get some wood, and yeah, pay some food for miners. So I think 1 more forest in for max food would be pretty good. You love Trident? Yes, this is equivalent to Trident. Well, 1 better for me, because I'm the owner of Forest Inn. Alright, and it is looking like I should probably not fence regular size. There are 4 plows left in the game. 1 of them takes up these 3 spaces. A second one of them takes up these 2 spaces. So only 2 of them are likely to be available for me. It might just be best for me to fence big. Yeah, probably is going to be best. Okay. Farming Demon took Reedstone? Why? Is 4 wood my best action? Or should I be starting? Should I be awking? I'll take the wood. So that I can be ready to hit up Pattern Maker and still be Forest Inn eligible early next round to finish off my food requirements for the rest of the game and let the rest of my actions be whatever I want. Single cow for El Scout. People are getting their animals pretty inefficiently. I'm probably going to be in that club. I don't see an easy way to get more than 1 sheep or cow, for example. And Greengrocer's going to be pretty blank. Stablehand and Scythe Worker are not going to be blank, I don't think. Counting my wood. If I play Mini Pasture, then I'm pretty close to being done with getting wood, though there's always the stables that I don't get for free on Stablehand. I think I play Stablehand on Sheepok this time, if it's available, but I'm not sad if I have to go expensive. I could also take Clay and get the Hearth on Reno. That actually looks good, too. Hearth turns a point into 6 food, boar-wise. That might be something good for me. Yeah, actually, that's maybe a better feeding than Forest Inn. Huh. Looks like the server's still having some issues. Apparently I closed the server status tab. Oh, it doesn't look that bad. It looks like it's declining, but that's because it's getting really late in Europe, I think. Okay, Farming Demon grabs Clay. It's mildly interesting. They're out of moves, so there's no Reno pressure this round, which means I should Reno this round. I Ock here. And I'm doing it in this order because I think Stable Hand... Well, I'm going to use it this round. Sally's going to fence. Doesn't bother me. It means I can pass the mini pasture and not be concerned. And I guess my other option for Major on Reno would be take 2 stone and build BMW. That sounds pretty good too. And the clay's not going to be available. So this is 2 stone Reno BMW? Because the hearth option is now off the table. And means I'm not playing mini pasture here. Am I okay with that? I think so. Using BMW instead of BM Wife is a couple extra food, but the points are the big reason I'm doing this. Yeah, I think I should be winning this game pretty handily. I don't think anyone has enough ceiling besides me here. I'm gonna have 9 points of majors, a point on my minor, a pretty good pattern maker. I don't think I'm gonna be missing anything, except maybe a crop or an animal. My boar are gonna be good. I'm gonna have a stone house. I'm not really fence blockable. Three wood and a reed is not a bad action for me, but yeah, I do want to make sure Reno's being used every round so that Pattern Maker can happen at least twice more. I think I'm pretty safely fed here, though. I could take Plowsow, I could take 6 wood, but I think this is just start. I'm not concerned about Sally beating me. Let me just start with, like, a lot of guaranteed points here. L-Scout can't use Forest in. No one can except me, because no one has 5 wood. So the moment that changes, I need to take Forest in, but until then, I have a little freedom here. I think I take Boar Fence? Veg is also a good action. But yeah, Boar and Fences with a stable is really good. Was Veg also a consideration for Plowsow? Well, I need a Veg eventually, but I was thinking that it wouldn't be too hard to get based on other people's Veg counts. Okay, so I want Fences twice. Everyone's basically fenced out, so it's not going to be too difficult to get. I want a Veg. I want Ock. Am I supposed to build it small here? So I can still forest in? Yeah. Yeah, veg or grain, then scythe worker. Well, maybe not grain, because pattern maker is hopefully still happening this round. Sally's gonna grow a move early with blade shears for 3 food. It's a little odd. Wonder what they're waiting for. El Scout does get Reno parts here. I am just planning to take a veg next. There we have a Reno. Oh, actually I'm 1 wood short of bigger forest in. How much do I care? I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to care about Forest Inn, actually. The veg is super important, so I'll take that. And I'm pretty winning here. 2 clay? No, this is clay point. Sally's taking a clay point action. There's a half-timbered house somewhere. And I guess Sally has it, but they're 2 stone and a reed short. Really interesting that Sally took grow before that action. Yeah, I think if I get a cow, I should take it. Have to imagine El Scout is interested in the cow. And interested in 6 wood. If El Scout takes 6 wood, I really need to decide if I need to Forest Inn right now. It is 1 wood and 4 food to Forest Inn. One wood is not the right number because I need 4 total to build 8 fences and pattern maker twice. So I kind of hope El Scout takes a cow so I can just go 6 wood Forest Inn. This makes my life a lot cleaner. So I'm fine with it. Okay. Yeah, I think should be able to win this one. I'm not blockable on fences unless Farming Demon gets 2 wood. No one played Agrarian Fences. And I'd rather take a boar to fence because it comes with an extra point of boar. Yep, things are good. Things are definitely good. So it's also time to count food, because of BMW points. $14, $15, $16, $17. So I still probably need to eat a reed regardless, is what I'm seeing here. Unless I get another Forest Inn, that's probably a point. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll wait to eat the reed, though. I can wait. Because I don't think I need more than one. So this Plauso is worth 5 points because I'm claiming that I'll get at least one more grain off of pattern. Puts me to 41. Fencing, this space is worth 7 to put me to 48. And then, yeah, I should be into the mid-50s here. And I don't see how anyone else gets close, but until I hit 64, I can't be too sure. $64 is the number where no one's actually going to beat me. 62, you know, we've seen that happen. We've lost with 62 before. And I don't see how I get more than like 57, which is definitely a good score, but I don't think I'm past that here. Okay. So my last 4 actions are fence with or without boar, reed, cow sheep, maybe, mason. Oh, that's good. I need to take reed now. Because El Scout probably wants reedstone. To ensure 2 Renos, or try for 2 Renos ahead of Farming Demon. That's not clear, actually. El Scout needs to Reno with a reed to be ahead of Farming Demon on 2nd Reno tempo. There's also Urgent Wish, which both of these 2 players want. So I would guess Farming Demon gets the 2nd Reno this round, not El Scout. But also I need to just lock up my biggest point action. As long as Farming Demon's not threatening fences. And they do have a 3-point plow available, too. Farming Demon doesn't need to take stone to be able to Reno because of Sheepwalker. I see it now. Should have caught that earlier, but at least I caught it now. El Scout's just not getting 2 Renos. So I think Farming Demon just plows here. I'll go for... yeah, I think I still go for 3 reed ahead of the cow. Though, no one needs a sheep. So I could get aggressive and take the cow. I guess they are the same points to me. They're both 2 points. If I don't need to eat the reed, though I did say I kind of did need to eat the reed. I don't remember what my thought process was there anymore. But given El Scout can't get that 2nd Reno because of Sheepwalker, I think I take the cow first. Then reed, fences or boar fence, and then whatever's left. Yep, Sally gonna go for grow half timbered, which is 11 points, and means they're not actually taking boar. That's good news for me. I'm gonna say Farming Demon has 3 hidden animal points of Sheepwalker. Oh, only 2 because of the stone. So they're at 41 after Reno and Sheepwalker stuff, I think. L-Scout's 41 after Reno, 43 after breeding, minus a little for food, probably a couple points of joinery. Oh, the Reno is actually -1 of pottery. No, I should be winning this by like 15, actually. My lead is a lot bigger than I thought. I thought at least someone would get into the mid or high 40s. But I don't see anyone getting past low 40s, and I should be mid 50s. Cool. Glad I could make this game work well. Five wood, very reasonable. Still not threatening fences. So I go for reed first. Ahead of boar. So it turns out that Sally's first pick was a mason. And my first pick was Forest Reviewer Parlor. Mason Hawk Tower, actually. And I passed them childless, which still works, but not as good as these, necessarily. Farming Demon gonna run it without sheep walking, that's fair. That's not a fence action I need, I'm, like, triple checking. Mason Hawk Tower is nice. So yeah, I get pig fence and then sheep. That's pretty good. And if I don't get sheep, I can get a veg. It doesn't make 5 stone rooms as well as my stuff. That is absolutely true. My stuff is just nasty. Maybe I'm getting 57, 58, something in there. Nice 5-point pattern maker. My mouse click button is being a little janky. So much wood injection? Oh yeah, this is like totally the dream pattern maker situation. And yeah, I knew getting Forest Inn down early was important. Forest Owner didn't play nearly as big of a role as I thought it would. Yeah, I'm at 58 but need to eat a point. Oh, 59, but I need to eat a point. Alright, we just need the server to stay alive for, like, 4 more minutes here. Well, less than that, actually. Less than that. 2 more minutes, let's say. These last moves to get through, the feeding to finish. And, yeah, at this point, my opponents aren't contesting my dream actions because I'm so clearly in the lead. They'd rather fight for second place, but I think most of their actions are pretty scripted as well. Hey, L Scout. Yeah, oh well. Sorry, I had a pretty good hand here. Hey, Killzor. I have no news. Your friend is at Essen and says Asmodee and Lookout don't have it. Aha. Well, that explains why I haven't seen anyone post about it. That would be an explanation for why there hasn't been any posts, is because it hasn't actually made it out of the factory yet. I did know that the whole process was a little behind their preferred timeline, so I guess there was just a little last-minute delay at the factory. I know they meant to have it available by Essen. Yeah, so I guess I'm just making that educated guess. Also, see someone going on and offline repeatedly. So, are we actually going to get this game to technically finish? There is a little bump here, along with the evening decline. European evening decline. Farming Demon settling on a grain here, it looks like. Undoing. Okay. It's really great this game went almost exactly according to plan in the end, in terms of what my final layout is and the stuff I would end up having. Managed to feed a big family and not have a cookery. That's always fun. Thanks, RVDH. But just a really monstrous Forest Reviewer, as it usually is. Yeah, GG to you as well, L Scout. My first pack was Forest Reviewer, Carpenter's Parlor, Childless, Half-Timbered, Mole Plow. Like, there was, like, Task Artisan, Sheepwalker, Furniture Maker. It was just stacked. First pick, Fish Farmer? That's fun! Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'd ever first pick Fish Farmer. Like, I'd prefer to take Scythe Worker or Pattern, but yeah, that's probably not a big improvement, regardless. Thanks, Schmog. Yeah, this is always nice to end a game like this. It's gonna be a margin of 15, it looks like. Right. Though I don't know if you saw... Well, you hadn't seen Forest Owner, because that was my first pack. And then you might not have seen Forest Inn either if that was in the 2nd and 6th packs for me. So I think that's just your draft seat making you blind to Pattern Maker and not your fault at all. We ended up with 5 patterns, which is 1 short of max. Yeah, personally I would rather gamble on Pattern Maker than Fish Farmer, but yeah, there's so many games where Pattern Maker is useless, and rare games where it completely pops off like this. Yeah, I think I win by 15, because I don't think Farming Demon pulls out 5 hidden points here. It's close to that. Oh, you don't have capacity to breed 2 things. With 1 more capacity, they might be able to squeeze in another boar point by getting 2 boar, then breeding, then ending on like 154. But yeah, capacity ends up being a limiting factor here for Farming Demon. Feels good. Feels good. Yeah, the times here are always questionable when the server's having issue. Close game, yeah. Yeah, Pattern Maker isn't just bonus points. That's completely true. What was I doing? Yeah, and it was for me. That's true. That is all true. Farming Demon saying in chat the round 12 flip was bad for them, and yes, if they hit row, they probably get second. It's hard to see how they don't get 2 points better. Alright, and I don't see anyone streaming BGA in English, so that's going to be all for this stream. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Take care, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. And until then, take care. And I will see you next time, whenever that is.